What's up, guys? Welcome back to Spawn Point Podcast. This is episode 18. We're back doing the damn thing again. I don't even know how to open these. Jesus Christ, what a stupid opening. We're going to go with it. I'm not going to do anything about it. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man?
An opening is an opening. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm just fine. I'm back to the work-life grind, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna ask. You've been there almost a full week now. How you feeling?
I regret saying I was bored. I can say that.
I knew that was coming.
No, it's good. It's good to be back in some capacities. But yeah. If you're interested, I do have surgery coming up. I don't know. That's not been scheduled yet. Doctor gave me two options. I could do a surgery like the quick and dirty, pull out the bone fragment, 6 to 8 week recovery time, or fill the hole with a piece of bone and cartilage. And then my lead time on recovery for that would be 9 to 12 months. So that's, I couldn't do the 9 to 12 months of nothing. So.
What a drastic difference between the two. The recovery time. Holy shit.
He said I'm like gambling a little bit because the plug option is the better long-term option. I'm just like, bro, I'm going to have to get my knees replaced anyway when I'm older. Fuck it. I'm just going to guess. I don't know. Hope that works.
Did this stem from something, or is this just like a just something that you've always had? Well, is it a family thing?
Yeah, he's trying to tell me it's a birth defect, I guess.
Okay.
It just popped up at 32. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand that, but I had the same kind of issue, pretty much the same issue on my other knee, but
that's what you said.
I slipped in that case and fragmented something into kind of the same exact spot. So I don't know if it was both knees had the same issue or what, but I never was told that was a birth defect. It was just busted. So I don't know. But either way, yeah, both my knees are going to have been worked on once I get surgery.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's great. You're
going to have nice arthritis when you're 40.
Yeah. Dude, I think I can already feel it in my first knee. It's fucked up.
God damn.
Stupid.
Okay, well that's bullshit. Fun. I don't have anything as exciting as that going on. I don't think.
Nah, we're back to work. Yeah. We're carrying fucking mail. Got the new hire that started. Kind of. I don't know. I talked to Heaven a little bit. He seems to be okay, but.
I talked to her last night. She's like seems fine.
Dude wore fucking pants she asked him, like a 98-degree day.
I know, dude.
Like, brother.
And those sunglasses, did you see those? I cannot handle those types of sunglasses. Like the full like visor looking ones.
Yeah.
With like multicolored. I was like, no.
Not this type
I hate
of
those
shit.
So much.
We'll see.
But anyway. He seems cool. He'll be fine.
Well, it's hard. I mean, the floor at our office is very low. I mean, it doesn't take a great person to be able to kind of clear the floor. She was asking him just like common sense questions, like that. When she asked me them, I was like, "Are you serious?" She's like, yeah, because these are things that other people have done." The bar's so goddamn low. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was talking. I was talking to her because I was working on a grievance or whatever, so I was kind of pinging shit off of her. But she was talking to him about like making sure he doesn't go and deliver on the wrong side of the road. Do you remember when that one chick that kind of started around the same time I did? She literally did a whole loop backwards.
Yep.
How do you do a whole loop back? Like you're looking at a house address. How do you fuck it up so bad that you do a whole loop backwards?
I mean, what job has directions on the thing that you're delivering that, like read?
I mean, there are some loops that are kind of like you gotta go around the corner and do a block. So those are kind of confusing because you have to be able to know that, okay, I have to go around the corner because this is a different street. It's pretty obvious, but some people don't look at that. They just look at the number. But to do a straight street backwards is fucking impressive.
It's so crazy.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But anyways, doesn't matter.
I don't either. One more thing real quick. I know people don't care about this shit, but like there was this one girl that we had and she had a missort halfway through her loop. Walked back to her vehicle, drove to the address of the missort, delivered it and came back. I was like, what are you doing? We went over this.
That's fucking impressive.
I mean, I think
that's a running gag too. Like we get missorted mail. Like we're in Iowa, we get missorted mail like for California sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So I've always joked like, I'm gonna hop in the truck. I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Oh, I do that too. Yeah. I mean, that's just fun. Like I'll be casing shit in the morning, and I'm like, I gotta fill out my help slip. I need to drive to Florida. You know,
what a fucking joke, bro.
Dude. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, if you want a postal job, we're hiring. It's actually not a bad job. Like it's really not a bad job when you're in the office, it's fucking terrible. But when you get out on the street and you're by yourself, just doing your thing, it's not that bad.
You're by yourself. You throwing some earbuds or something. Well, maybe not right away because people fuck up. But you know, once you get used to everything, it's really not a bad job. I mean, you can kind of do it on autopilot after a while.
Oh
so.
Yeah, dude, I'm in zombie mode all day, every day.
Yeah. Yep. So
anyways, this is
enough work shit.
Yeah.
No.
Couple shout outs again.
Yeah, do some shout outs. I'll do some housekeeping after.
Yes, you will. Stud. A couple shout outs for some comments this week on YouTube. Dingo113, Matty Riggs, V6D, just that guy 714, and of course Sal's Bones is in there again. Thank you guys for commenting on our stuff. Yeah. We responded to you in the YouTube comments, but again, nothing really pointed that we can talk about on the podcast, but that's totally cool. I just want to give you guys a shout out for taking time and leaving some
interactions.
Hell yeah. So that's it for that. Jason, take us away with the housekeeping.
Yeah, so again, follow us on everything. Excuse me. YouTube, that's our primary spot where we post the clips, the podcast. I always forget to mention, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all those places that you listen to your tunes. You can also listen to podcasts on there. We are on there every Monday morning. They're uploaded there. So check us out, leave us some comments. All of our socials, we've got a TikTok page. We've got a Instagram page. We post stuff on Facebook. So all the stuff, we're trying to get content out, and we appreciate any feedback, any comments, or anything like that on those. Also, the Discord. Join our Discord and get in there. We talk some games, have some fun, random shit here and there, but it's fun. So, we also have a email address. That is spawnpointnetwork@outlook.com.
What?
spawnpointnetwork@outlook.com. I heard if you repeat it,
right. Gotta repeat
there you go. Gotta repeat it. So we just just follow us. Listen.
Yes, sir.
We like to think that we're doing this for people, not just ourselves, even though
it's cool for us too. Fuck
yeah.
It's cool for me to be able to talk games in detail and not, I swear to God, I get to work and I'm the shittiest human when I walk through that door. Like Jason and I try to talk at break, and I'm just in the shittiest fucking mood of all time. It's kind of sad.
That place does too. We just got through saying it's not a bad job, but like it's that hour and a half to 2 hours in the morning. You're just like, ugh. I'm the same way, man. That's why sometimes on break I do try to break out of that and have conversations with you, but sometimes I'm like, Cam's not in the mood.
I don't try to be, but fucking Christ, dude. Like I am so different outside of that place. It's ridiculous.
And we start talking about something, and then you got Dingleberry 1 and 2 wanting to fucking just start ranting. I'm like, dude, we're having a conversation here.
Anyways, to tie back into the housekeeping, and boy, this is gonna be a tangent-filled episode. Keep it up, which is good.
I'm in a mood.
We have video podcasts, like I said, on YouTube and Spotify if you want the video versions. If you listen on Apple and Amazon, those are audio only. I highly encourage you to go to the YouTube. We have uploads on YouTube like nearly every single day, a mix of original content, podcast clips, shorts, bunch of shit on YouTube. YouTube is really kind of our main platform. So if you want more from us, that's where to go. Well, and the Discord, as Jason said. But the YouTube is like our primary focus. So I just wanted to extra emphasize that. I know Jason does that, but like that's where you want to be if you want to kind of keep up with our stuff. Anyways, we got some games to talk about. Jason is starting us off with hot topic of the current whatever gaming industry.
I've got two new games this week.
I thought your other one was older. Maybe not.
It is. It's a re-release. It's a new re-release. It just came out.
Okay. Well, we'll get there. God damn it! Tell me all about this one.
Forza Horizon 6. So I finally got a chance to sit down and play a bunch of Forza Horizon 6, and surprise, surprise, it's awesome. It's it's the next entry in the Horizon series. Just came out on May 19th. Xbox Series X and PC and S and PC with a PlayStation 5 release coming out later this year. They haven't put a date on that yet, have they?
Not that I've heard, no. But we have a news story about that. That's going to be kind of interesting a little later. Not okay. It's kind of tied to this, but we'll get there.
Okay, sweet. So for this game, every Horizon game has been set in a different location, and this time it's a place that everyone has been asking for, and it is Japan. So you are exploring these cities and countrysides of Japan, and it's pretty damn cool. Initially, when I first started, I was like, okay, this is Forza Horizon 5 with a new setting. Not that that's a bad thing, but it did feel very similar at first. But the more I played it, the more I started spotting little differences and stuff that kind of set it apart. So obviously a big open world map. They are claiming that it is the largest map that they have put into a Horizon game. I can't really tell if that's. Yeah. I mean, I assume that's true just because they said it, but it doesn't feel that much bigger than the rest of them. But again, also not a bad thing. They were plenty big as it is. The only I wouldn't even call it disappointing, but Tokyo City is the main city. It's big. It's very big, and you can have an entire races just through Tokyo City, which is awesome. It really does kind of feel like more of a Need for Speed or something when you're in city racing. There's a lot of Japan's car words. Japan's car culture. It is a lot of modified, street cars and that kind of thing. So there is a lot of what feels like night street racing, and that is really cool. That has been in the other Horizons, but there's something about this one that when you go into a night race in the city just has a different feel to it. And we've talked about Need for Speed Heat kind of being our favorite Need for Speed game. It kind of feels like that. Nice. Which is really cool because then you do those races, and then the time of day changes, and then you're out in the countryside, and it really blends those two things together. Well, actually, I shouldn't even say two. There's multiple. There's rally style races. There's complete off-road races. There's endurance style races. This game packs so many things into one game, and it does it so seamlessly. It's just a very, very good feel. So yeah, there is all the collectibles and all that stuff that was in all the other ones. The XP boards, they're obviously scattered all over the place. This one also has what they call their mascots. So they're these every region has their own mascot, and one's like a little shrimp thing, one's a little sushi thing, and they all have these little faces on them. So you just drive around and run them over, and you collect those and stuff too. So just a little side piece. But the other cool thing about this is there's essentially two story modes. There's the Horizon Festival, and then there is the Discover Japan, and it actually separates the two. When you go into your menu system, the Horizon Festival is still kind of the main thing where you start as a rookie, you get your wristbands, and you keep leveling up to enter different tournaments. And then there's the Discover Japan, which just literally gives you a pretty nice history of Japan. There's all kinds of quests and stuff that are laid out in there, and it's more of an explorer Japan type thing. And I don't know, I just thought it was cool. Like I am a fan of like Japanese culture. I think it's
Mhm.
pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
I like watching anime. They're big into like their video games and stuff. So like it's a very kind of a quirky culture, and I enjoy it. So just getting to learn a little bit more about Japan's history and stuff. I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
The AI, when you race, I feel it like it's very forgiving. I had to bump up the difficulty. It started on just average. I instantly I could tell, okay, I want a little bit more challenge. Bumped it up to above average. Still felt that was a little too easy. Bumped it up to highly skilled, and I think that's kind of where I'm comfortable. I'm still winning most races, but I'm getting some challenge. And then beyond that, you've got professional and unbeatable, which fuck that.
Yeah.
I still want to have fun. I still want to,
Right.
win and stuff too. So, but yeah, the back to the setting and stuff. It's just it's very cool. You've got like the cherry blossoms and stuff. Like entire sections of these races have these trees, and you drive over them, and the cherry blossom flowers and stuff. Everything just kind of flies around it. Graphically, it's very impressive. I am playing on performance. I just always prefer performance over graphics. The quality mode on this is 30 FPS, and it's not great for a racing game. But I
Yeah.
did flip back and forth between the two, and you do get a little bit more graphical fidelity in the quality mode, but not enough that I feel like it's worth dropping those 30 frames a second. It looks just fine in performance mode. So, but yeah, like the Tokyo City, obviously it's the biggest city that they've ever had in a Horizon game, and like I mentioned earlier, it is very large, and it's really cool too because like it's granted it is a condensed. Tokyo City is I haven't been there, but I guess it's just huge and
Mhm.
sprawling. So obviously they had to condense it, but they did pack a lot of detail into it. Like there's all these like almost like alleys, and but in Japan their alleys are filled with like little shops and stuff that are like just kind of built into the side of the building. All
Mhm.
that stuff is in there, fully detailed. You can drive through. I drove through multiple of them actually just very slowly because I'm just like looking around. I'm like, man, they've packed a lot of detail into this, and it seems really cool.
It is.
Obviously the sound, the Forza games just absolutely nail the sound. Play this extensively with headphones on, and oh my god, the car sounds, the the exhaust, the everything is just like they nail it. On top of that, the all the radio stations are back. You've got your like Horizon Pulse base. There's a rock station. And there's a couple like Japanese stations too, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
And they play like songs in Japanese, which is fine. I know you mentioned you like to turn like the radio
Mhm.
off in games
Yeah.
like these. I just turn it down. I
Mhm.
still want to. I still want the car sound to be primary, but um, you get a lot of info from the DJs
Yeah.
in this.
You do.
So, and
Yeah.
it actually progresses with the game.
Mhm.
Like I don't think it's any spoiler. There's a race where you actually race a Gundam mech, and it's cool too. Like the Horizon Festival is it's got its primary location on the map that you can always fast travel to. That mech is standing like in kind of the middle, so it just kind of stands there until it's ready to be used. And the hosts will be like, "Oh, I heard that they're gonna be racing in this mech and stuff," and then like you race it, and the one of the guys was like, "Man, I would give anything to be in a car racing that thing," So it just so that kind of stuff is cool to hear, as you go through these um these missions and stuff. So um yeah,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. I the only thing, like, I don't I didn't notice a lot of, like there are a few, like, Japanese characters, but like they don't even have like accents. Like the majority of the people you talk to still have like a British accent all the time,
Oh yeah.
which is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, it's not that big a deal. I was just kind of like I wanted that part to feel a little bit more
Yeah.
Japanese, but you know, it is what it is. So
yeah, it's
a great game.
Yeah, we're gonna be going on this for a bit because I
Okay.
love Horizon. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking for a bit here with you.
Go for it.
So yeah, I mean, the visuals haven't changed super much, obviously. But I'm glad that you said that they pushed in a lot of the culture, because that was one of the talking points pre-release, was that there was this expert in Japanese culture working with them, and I'm really glad that they haven't just made it like we're in Japan, woohoo. They've really like pumped in what's important to that culture into the game, which is really cool. Is there any like barn finds and stuff?
Oh yeah. All that stuff is back. And I actually kind of like they changed it up a little bit. So you get these notifications like through your HUD, and even somebody like talks about them, and then they show you a picture of where this vehicle is, and you have to look at the picture and be like, okay, I see like a windmill right there next to like this highway, and you have to kind of figure out about where on the map that is. Once you get close enough, a ring does pop up on the map. I feel like it's a little bit smaller than it's been in the past, which I really don't mind, because you know what I'm talking about?
You're
like
not
on the map, you've got
wandering all over. Yeah.
Yes. I feel like the ring itself is a little bit smaller. But it's because you've actually put in a little bit of effort to try to get closer to where you think this car is located. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then once you do get in that ring, it's a little bit easier to find the car, because it's not as big. So, and even when the person tells you like, oh, we got another hint of a bar find, they'll look at the picture with you and go, oh, do you see that? They're next to this water tower, and I think that's only in this one place and stuff. So like they give you little hints and stuff to help you find them. So I think the system's a little bit cooler in this than it has been in the past.
Are they? One of the problems I had with like 5 and 4 is the barn finds were, I mean, they're supposed to be retro cars, but
yeah,
they could do a better job of like making the barn finds relative to the environment. Like, you shouldn't be pulling out a Camaro of a barn find.
True.
You should be pulling out an old Skyline or something tied to the culture. So is that still a problem? I mean, maybe not a problem, but are you pulling out like domestic American vehicles out of these barn finds?
Okay, so there's different barn finds in different regions. So like when you're in one region, you've got a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 9, because they lay them out on a grid system. And I found 3 of them in like the first region. One was what was it? It was a Nissan of some kind. So actually, I do think 2 of the 3 that I found were Japanese cars, and then I found some truck or something like that. So it's still in there.
I mean, they don't all have to be. It's just like it felt odd and out of place in prior titles.
Right. But yeah, I haven't gotten a whole lot of them yet, so I'm just going off of the 3 that I found. 2 of the 3 were Japanese manufacturers. It's a little bit older cars, so
yeah. What in the hell this time possessed you to drive this fucking like old school Yukon thing?
It was what they gave you at the beginning. It's the only vehicle I had for that type of race. Yeah, I only had 3 to pick from. I don't drive that anymore. That was early. That was early footage.
That's just funny. I just hardly ever choose like that.
No, that is not one that I wanted to pick. But yeah,
pretty cool though. Old school retro trucky.
Yeah, sure. The whole season system is back. So you
I was going to talk about that too. Yep.
Autumn, yep. So that stuff is back too. I did. I wanted to like I don't think I captured any of it. I should have, but I did go like kind of more up north where
Mhm.
it snows,
Mhm.
and it's like 40 feet of snow.
Mhm.
And it's that where they plow through just the road, and you've got these mountain walls
Yeah.
next to you. So like that's really cool. And
Yeah.
then there's events where you like literally like are on the snow and you launch over the road and stuff. So
Nice.
there's a lot more verticality I felt in this game.
Very cool.
And the seasons do kind of feel a little bit more impactful of what they really are. So
Yeah, they
in real
mentioned
life.
that pre-release too. They were kind of reworking
Mhm.
that a little bit because it was just kind of an aesthetic change in the past.
It
So
was.
it's pretty well. I mean, the winter was obviously a little bit more slippery, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that's cool. Have you run
Mhm.
into Bowie Knife 99?
I have not.
Oh
I have
damn!
seen clip after clip after clip, but I have not seen him in game.
So if you're not aware,
God, there's
there's a
so many.
notorious AI in this game called Bowie Knife 99 that ass packs you and just fucking
Just
dive bombs you in corners and just murders you. And it's
yeah.
always Bowie Knife 99. It's just I don't know.
Yep.
It's kind of
Yep.
funny. That was just kind of more of a joke than anything else. But yeah, I think this game looks dope. I would love to get my hands on this. I'm just kind of waiting. Obviously, I don't
Mhm.
have. I'll probably get this on PS5. Um, yeah, I'm pumped. I'm glad you're really enjoying it. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't enjoy it. This
I
is just
exactly.
it's just one of those things. Like, you know,
Real quick,
yeah.
if you're watching this at the gameplay right now, is these new events called rush modes,
Mhm.
and they're like a little bit tighter circuits. You're by yourself because you're doing like a time thing, but they are freaking wild. Like
Yeah.
you're basically like there's like scaffolding on sides of buildings. You are like driving up the side of a building. I mean, it's totally unrealistic, but
Yeah.
um they're so fun. And then some of the like you take a corner and then the road because they have it all buried or we need to start over.
Barricaded
I can't
off.
fucking talk today.
You're
Yeah, there you
good.
go. Thank you. Um and it's so tight. It's barely enough room for your car to get through. So you're kind of scraping the sides and you want to kind of go flat out because you're trying to beat your best time. They're super fun.
Yeah. I'll
So
mention that
just wanted to throw
too.
that in there.
Like the Gundam is obviously very not realistic. Does it feel out of
No.
place, or do they do a good job implementing it? Because
Kind of, but it's that's the thing with these games. Like like graphically they look so realistic.
mm,
But you're taking these
yeah,
cars off these massive
yeah,
jumps
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's a bit silly. Like I always find it funny. I was actually laughing when I was playing this because it's like there's this event going on in a town in a country that like normal people are just driving around and you're just like creaming into cars and they're like, "That's okay, man. You're part of the Horizon Festival.
Yeah.
Have fun. You just destroyed my car. That's cool." You're driving through crops and
Oh
just
yeah,
destroying
destroying
these
them.
people's crops and they're like, "Yep, it's all good, man. This is what we
Sign
are
up
doing
for.
now."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just yeah. There's corny shit in here, like with the stunt jumps and shit. That's
Yeah.
obviously pumped in because it's an arcade game, arcade
Yep.
racing game of
Mhm.
some variety. But for me, like 80% of the time, it feels relatively modest. You know what I'm saying? Like
It is.
the special events in the prior games were racing against a jet and racing
Yeah.
against a train and like shit like that. So the Gundam feels like way out of that, but I guess it is like very tied to the culture. So
It is tied to the culture, so that is one of the things I did have to, like, think about myself. I'm like, it is kinda silly, but they tie it into it being part of Japanese culture. It is just weird, like, this thing is on, like, roller skates, and it, like, flies for half the race, and then it, like, lands on the road in front of you and is just basically, like, skating off into the distance and stuff, so
I
it's
mean,
silly, but
yeah,
it's still fun.
yeah. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
No.
Um, yeah, game's cool. Do you think that I would love to like have them put out how many players are actually playing on quality versus performance?
I would
I
too.
would love to just know the because I don't even get like quality mode isn't the mode. Like I don't even look at it. I just go straight to performance.
I just went straight to it.
Yeah, so it's
I played for hours on performance before I even was like, I just want to check out quality mode. And sure, like I said, it's got a little bit better graphical fidelity, but it's not enough.
Yeah, it's always like negligible for such a massive performance decrease.
It looks great in performance, so I just stuck with that.
Anyways, yeah, Forza Horizon is cool. It's always going to be goddamn cool. They're never. I mean, it's so funny. Like, this is a franchise that you can argue doesn't change a whole lot, because it really doesn't from release to release, but the formula itself is just so goddamn good. Also, there's just not a lot of games in this genre anymore, so it's nice to,
unfortunately,
it's nice to at least have one that's doing things. Have they like abandoned the motorsport series entirely at this point?
I think so. Which is bizarre. Well, this just took off so much.
Yeah, it's exploded.
Just like, I thought I heard something a little while back that they just currently had no plans of a new motorsport, but they weren't ruling it out. But
the last one was like 7 or something, I think, and then
it
was very quiet. It was very quiet.
It was very quiet. Yeah. Those games are fun though. Like
they're fun. They're for a different person, but they're
total sim. Yeah. You can't take corners anywhere near that you can in this. So
no, and it's Gran Turismo for Xbox. I mean, that's kind of the way it's always been. And I liked the motorsport games as well. I was an annual purchaser of both franchises when I had my 360 and Xbox One and stuff. But anyways, it is what it is, I suppose.
These are just more fun.
These are way more fun. Yeah, I mean, this is hitting a mass audience, whereas motorsport was definitely not. But, yeah. Anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on this when it comes out on PlayStation. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to be released, but they have to do it sooner than later. With GTA 6 locked in November, you would think they would want to get out ahead of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but.
And they said, I think even when we were watching like the PlayStation State of Play, they're like, and Forza Horizon 6 will be released when it's ready. And it's like, it's ready.
Yeah.
Like,
it's probably ready. Yeah.
Come out.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see.
So, one other thing real quick. There is an estate builder type thing in this game.
Yeah.
You can in all the Forza Horizon games, you've been able to like purchase properties, but you basically just purchase it. It's another fast travel point. You can go in and customize, your car. This time you can customize the property itself, and it is pretty in depth. It's a little weird that it's just the exterior, which makes sense because you don't ever actually get out of your car in this. It's not like your character gets out and walks around. However, when you are like designing like how you want the exterior of your property to look, you are kind of walking around in like a first person view. Obviously you don't see that you're a person, you're just kind of camera. But you can, I bought this house way up on this hill, and it was all kind of run down, and you can go in and remove all the junk that's laying around and clean it all up. I put a bunch of light. It was all dark, so I put a bunch of like fancy looking light posts all over, so it kind of lit up the property. I went in and laid new flooring in my garage. I put a bunch of tool boxes and stuff, so it looked like an actual garage. But you can really lose time in that mode. I was in the process of building this like fancy fence around the back of my property, and I 30 minutes went by and I'm like, I'm halfway done with this fence. I'm like, is this worth it? Am I ever gonna like walk out in the backyard of my house and go, I did a nice job on this fence? So yeah.
Is there any gameplay like buildings or structures you can put down or anything like ties into? But no, that ties into like your actual shit. I remember the trailer. There was like this big fucking factory that they showed up with all these different outhouse buildings and shit like that.
Right. That stuff is in there. I like I said, I think I bought 2 properties and I've only kind of worked on one, but like there is a massive list of things that you can scroll through and basically pop down. I mean, the prices on them are all like ridiculously low. You can just pop down like a skyscraper next to your little shack. I mean, it's crazy. Like I looked at this one, it was like an apartment complex. And I clicked on it in the menu, and then it sat next to my house, and it was like 40 stories high. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that stuff is in there. If you really, I mean, you could damn near build like a small town. It's just that you only have so much real estate to work with. Like you'd have everything kind of packed into one area. You can only extend it. There's like a property line, so you can only go so far, but you could put a whole bunch of massive buildings. There are properties that have a much larger space to work with that I haven't dove into yet. So that's where kind of like that whole factory thing kind of came into play in the trailers and stuff. Like you really could spend some time and build what looks like a factory. But the only thing is it's just for looks.
Okay.
It's not like you go in and it's like, okay, this factory does this factory. It's like, no, it's just for looks. So I don't plan on digging into that too much.
That was my main question, was like, is there like you have to purchase the tuning shop to unlock the tuning in the game? There's nothing tied into that. Okay.
Nope.
It's all cosmetic shit. And I think that they said it's persistent, so it must just be you can invite friends to your fucking spawn save fast travel point, and they can see what you built and shit. But,
they can see what you built.
I mean, it's a cool little addition. I would not fucking do anything with that, but it's cool that that's there. Anyways,
same with like the library system and stuff. You know, I just find cool ones online and just pop them on my car.
I'm not gonna spend 40 hours. I've never been.
You can kill so much time.
Oh yeah.
So
throw it down in the toilet while you're at it. But thank God other people do it, because I like downloading liveries.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. There's some nice ones out there.
Oh yeah. Crazy. All right, well, that's Forza Horizon 6. We're going to hear more about that. Well, maybe not. I don't know. There's not much. You kind of covered all of it.
Kind of. I'm going to keep playing it, and if anything else kind of like pops up that I'm like, this is worth talking about, I will do that. But does it set a new bar above 5, or is it very similar to 5? Like, let's say you give 5 a 9 out of 10. Does this have anything to bump it up to like a half a point, or is it just kind of the same thing? That was actually something that I was going to ask you about. So it's very similar to 5 in a new setting. At what point does a game start to kind of just rely on its laurels and just kind of this is the next one? I mean, can you rate a game lower because it's just kind of doing the same thing? You know, what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, you see these reviews out for this game, everyone's giving it like just these great.
IGN gave it a 10 again.
Yes, got another 10. But you still hear these people say, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. It's just a new setting. They've done a couple new things. Like, can you just keep giving these games a 10? Like every time they come out, or like, does something need to?
So that's just a personal philosophy for every person. So everybody's gonna have a different opinion, and my opinion is like, I kind of go off of, I don't know if you've ever seen God damn it, Dave Portnoy's like pizza reviews.
Oh yeah.
Like a 10 is like there is nothing better. That's how I view a 10. Like there is nothing better than this. So I don't give 10s away. I have one 10 game, and I'm strongly in my beliefs that Expedition 33 is a 10. Like, I think that game is perfect in every aspect. But as far as like, I'm only going to have like 110. So I don't know if that even answers your fucking question. But what I will say, like, I don't know. To me, if the game is like similar, like as similar as these are, if I was like sitting at like a 9, The setting could affect the rating, but not like a significant amount. We're talking within a point, maybe half a point, maybe between the two. And I think Horizon is about at its cap.
Right. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I think. I mean, they can't really do anything else. So wherever you're kind of at with the franchise at this point is kind of where they're all going to fall, unless you're really attached to fucking Japan or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then it might go up a little bit or down a little bit if you're not a fan of Australia or fucking the UK or whatever setting it's in. So that's my opinion, but everybody's gonna have a different take.
Sure.
Where are you at?
I mean, it's still such a good game. It just it does feel a lot like the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question even further, I wouldn't deduct points for it being more of the same.
Okay, I think that's kind of what I was trying to ask. Like, would you give it a lower score because it's not doing anything new?
I personally wouldn't, because I don't like, that's going to depend on the game too. But like in this specific case, it's as good as it can be, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, it is as good as it can be. So more of the same is more of the same. What could they do?
Mm-hmm.
What can they feasibly do to make this formula better? I don't know if there is anything. So like that's not. At that point, I would say I wouldn't deduct it. But if if it's like a sequel and does nothing new, it's like an action adventure game and does a sequel and does absolutely nothing mechanically different, then we'd have a different conversation. But we're talking about a game at the pinnacle of its genre, and so it's different in that case.
Or it would have to almost do something worse than the previous version.
Right.
Like the handling didn't feel as tight, which that's not the case. It's just as good as it's ever been. So okay, that does kind of answer what I was asking, and that's kind of how I feel too. Like, I'm not giving this a lower score just because it's kind of doing more of the same. It is doing more of the same, but what it's doing so well.
Right.
So
it's a unique case. It's definitely a unique case. But
there's not many games that you could kind of do this kind of thing with and be like, it's the new one and it's another, 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I don't know if I would not give the Horizons I've played a 10.
Nope.
I don't think.
Nope.
I'm probably like an 8. I'm kind of like an 8 guy. Like, they're really long and they're really they are kind of bloated. Like, it takes a serious commitment. As good as these games are, it takes a fucking serious commitment to finish everything in these games.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a serious commitment.
So much. And it almost felt like more, like every time you like kind of level up or like get the next wristband, I mean, just the map just gets flooded with all this stuff, and there's a lot to do in these games. So
which isn't a bad thing. If you love this,
it's not a bad thing.
I mean, if you yeah, there's so much here. You can play this for fucking a year plus.
So much content. Yep.
Get your wheel spins, dude.
Get your wheel spins.
I was talking to Randy. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna throw in. There's just a couple. There's a couple side jobs and stuff you can do. There's like a food delivery service, where you can jump into this like crazy looking food delivery van that's like super fast for some reason, and deliver kind of like Uber Eats, and you're just delivering stuff, and there's even like one of the customers is like, he wants this food like shaken up. So you're literally like you're supposed to like drift and like do all this crazy stuff to like, get the food there how they want it. There's also there's cars for sale on the side of the road that people are selling from their home. I think that's new.
That's definitely new.
It's really cool. So you'll just be driving, you'll just be exploring, and then like you'll drive by. Like, I was flying down this road, and I saw this little icon above this car parked on the side of the road, and I hit the brakes, spun around, and this guy was selling this car. It was in his driveway of his house, and the AI will come on and be like, it was like a 2003 Subaru WRX, and it's like, this guy has put these modifications on this car. So like you're buying a car off of somebody and it's already got like some
nice,
additions and stuff to it. It's awesome.
That's
it's really cool. I bought every
really
single
cool.
one that I've come across.
That's fucking
so
super
far.
cool. That's super cool.
Yeah.
And they've
thought
always
that was new.
Yeah, that's new. But the side objective shit isn't. Like you could do cab fares in UK and shit, and kind of the same thing. The passenger would be like, get me there clean, or get me there. I want adrenaline dump, and you got to whip it around and shit. But anyway, that's cool. That is something I did not know, and that's fucking sick that they put that in. That's brilliant, actually. I was talking to Randy, so he's doing. There's this whole thing in Forza Horizon 5 where these games have some of the best accessibility features in any game ever. Like, these games are made for anyone to play regardless of physical limitations. They have an option for everyone in here. So on Forza Horizon 5, people would go to the Goliath, they would turn all the accessibility on, and they would have a fast car just literally run the Goliath automated around and around and around and around and around, and they would make billions and billions and billions of dollars, and then they could do. I mean, to me, that ruins the game.
It does.
But Randy's fucking doing that in this game. He had to figure out a way. They kind of patched it so you couldn't just abuse it, but he found a way that if you put the camera in cinematic mode while you're doing it, it still counts and all this shit. I think that's kind of, I mean, to each their own, but that ruins the entirety of the point of playing the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes everything. Yeah. I mean, you end that little session, you have fucking 350 wheel spins that you got to sit through, and then by that time, I mean, yeah, I don't know. But you can do that. But I say all of that to say that literally anybody can play this. No matter what disability you have, there's an option for you, to the point that the game will fucking play itself. So if you only want to turn, you can literally just set the game to auto drive and brake, and you just turn like it.
Yep.
And that is, you can't shit on them for that. That's very cool that they allow you to do that. And like they don't even like decrease like your winnings or shit like with that. It gets very accessible. Very good on them, and I love Playground for doing that because that is really nice. Anyways,
well, there's even the rewind feature, which you can set to like only so many per race, but it defaults to infinite. So if you take a corner bad and you lose a couple positions, you can just hit rewind and go back and fix your corner. I mean, it's so forgiving.
Yeah, I turn that off personally, but more credits.
Yeah,
I turn that off.
I should just do that because I never use it, so I should just turn it off.
Yeah, more credits. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, we are both racing game fans, so when these games come up, it's going to be a conversation. Yeah, I'm very excited to get my hands on it.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to get a chance to play this.
Yeah. Dude, I am having to be an adult right now, and it fucking sucks. I took my vacation, and obviously all these bills are due, so now I'm like a broke boy. I can't buy 007. Fucking bitches. Anyway, this is what it is. Sometimes you got to be an adult. Anyway, are you ready to move on?
Yes, let's move on.
If you guys have questions on Forza Horizon 6, leave them in the comment sections here on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Jason will be in there and he will answer your questions, or we'll cover them next week. So if you have anything like that, let us know. We're going to move on. And Jason, very high game. I'm talking about Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood.
What
you heard of this game?
Okay. Just from you.
Okay. Okay, so in Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, what a name. You play as a werewolf named Cahal, and he is in a tribe of other werewolves. Okay, I'm just going to start, before I even go into this. This game is objectively very bad. Like, this is an objectively bad video game, but there are times in my life where I like to play a stinky game, okay? So I'm kind of in that mood. This is definitely a bad game. So don't, like, get sold on this unless you like me and you have a affinity to, like, B movies and shit like that. Like, you kind of like the goofiness. That's what you're going to get here. So anyway, you play as Cahal, and they are werewolves and they're tied into like the spiritual realm. So they call the earth, their whole objective is to protect Gaia. Gaia is the earth, okay? But Gaia is always being attacked by a supernatural force called the worm. And the worm tries to destroy the wild, which is what the werewolves are protecting on Gaia. So they're on Gaia, they're protecting the wild, WYLD, which is just the earth. So they're protecting the surface of Gaia. But the worm always exists, and the worm is always trying to destroy the world. It's the most cringy way of explaining that these guys are tree huggers, and there's corporations in the world that are trying to destroy the environment and destroy the planet. That's kind of the whole premise, but they just had to set it up fucking weird, like with this weird supernatural tie-in that they don't need, but it like gives them a little bit of edge. So it just feels forced. It's not great. Anywho's, the game starts off, and your wife, Ludmilla, infiltrates Endron, which is a power company that constantly advertises that they're doing things to better the planet. However, they're taking fossil fuels and resources and destroying the planet behind the scenes, even though their population facing side is they're doing things to make the planet better. You know this story. It's been told a billion times. Mm-hmm. Ludmilla goes in and, like, discreetly. She is not a werewolf, but she's part of the tribe. So she goes in to try to hack the systems to take it down from the inside. That way they don't have to do anything by force. So she goes in, she gets caught by another species of werewolves, I think. So anyway, she gets killed by a werewolf in there, okay? And then Cahal goes in to chase her and try to save her, fights off the werewolf that kills her, yada yada. And then the rest of the tribe comes into the Endron facility to extract him, basically. But when you turn into a werewolf, you're very filled with rage. And during this kind of transfer to try to get him out, he goes on a rampage and kills one of his werewolf tribe mates. Not so he doesn't kill like the pack leader, but he kills a friend in rage. So then he goes and disappears for 5 years. And keep in mind, he has a child, Adana, with Ludmilla, who's still in the tribe. So he disappears for 5 years because he basically isolated himself from the pack because he killed someone.
Yep. He's disgraced.
Yeah, but he wasn't kicked out. He chose to leave. He had to make that choice himself. The pack leader was fine, like he understood the situation, but he chose to leave. So he left his daughter behind, yada yada. Anyways, Endron starts to gain more power, and it leads him back to his old pack. So then you're kind of working with the pack, but you're not a pack mate, but you're kind of there. Anyway, that's the whole plot setup. We're trying to take down Endron, a power corporation, as a werewolf. Fucking weird. Anyways, so this game came out in 2020. And here's the thing with this. If you ever play, like, this game reminds me so much of Hulk on GameCube. Like, it reminds me of like a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I loved Hulk on GameCube when I was a kid.
Oh, I can see that now that I'm watching this.
Yeah, it's just, this is like the Incredible Hulk on GameCube, which was a fucking cool game, right? You play as Bruce Banner and you turn into the big Hulk and you fucking beat shit up. It's very similar to that, so it's given me like some feels a little bit. Okay. However, the visuals are not great. The facial animations are fucking terrible. Like these are like PS2 level
PS2.
graphics.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, it's rough, but it's a hack and slash game, and it, like I said, it just harkens back to the Hulk for me, and I don't know why. It's for some reason it's kind of working. Not like enough that I think I'm gonna finish it, but like it's like, God, I really miss the Hulk. Like I play this, I'm like, I really miss Hulk. Like I might have to find my way to a Hulk copy on GameCube.
Oh my God, that's all I can see now is the Hulk instead of this vampire or this werewolf.
Yeah, I mean, it literally is like transforming into Hulk and beating shit up. Like, it's literally, that's what it is. I mean, to the point where you pick up objects and throw them, and like you pick up enemies and rip them apart. Like, it is what it is.
I forgot about that game. Okay.
It was a really cool fucking game.
It was awesome.
Yeah. But anyways, it's hitting that for me. And that is it. Story I couldn't give a fuck less about. The voice acting is horrendously bad. The visuals are mediocre at the best of times, very bad at the worst of times. And it tries to, like, this game does a really bad job. It tries to, like, put you into these encounters in a way that you can stealth through them or put yourself in a better position. So when you're kind of always in the Endron facility, and you can turn into the wolf at any time. So you can be the human or the wolf. You just hold circle and you transform. So it tries to force you kind of to stealth your way to, like, the doors the enemies come from, or you can stealth your way through an entire area and just bypass the combat section, and there's not really any repercussions for it. However, every time I've tried to do that, I get caught, like, fucking constantly. So it almost feels like it wants you to stealth it, but at the same time, you can't. So you kind of go, it's the same pattern every time. You go into this room, you're crouched behind cover, and then they just have it set, I don't know how to explain it. They have it set up in such a way where you can't stealth it, but they kind of put you in a position where they want you to, but you really can't. Like, you'll come out of a door on this barricade. There's a camera here. There's a camera here. They're both pointing here. You can only go out one way, but if you go out that way, there's 40 people staring there. So, like, it's just like, I don't understand what you want me to do. You unlock an ability in your human form. You can do stealth takedowns, or you can shoot a crossbow, and you do get an electrified crossbow that you can shoot to take cameras out, but you never have crossbow bolts. You can only hold 3, and you have to pick them up from the environment, and they don't give you enough. So anyway, I don't know. It's very strange. Okay. It's very poorly put together, but it's kind of doing it for me. I get, kind of.
Sure, I can see that.
I think I'm probably done with this. I'm about 33% of the way through. I might stick with it, but this is on PS Plus. So that's kind of how I found it and started playing it. I wouldn't recommend this to fucking anybody unless you like superhero games from PS2 GameCube era. And then you might get a little bit of, like, oh, this is kind of bringing back nostalgia some memories.
Hits a little bit.
Yeah. But that is it. On its own, definitely not one I would tell you to seek out and play. But I thought I'd have a nice counterpoint to your very highly reviewed game with a stinker.
That's what we do here, man. Yeah. We go back and forth. The combat looks, when you're the werewolf, looks like a lot of fun. I mean, it, like you said, it does remind me a lot of that Hulk game, which was
doesn't feel that
great.
good.
But then it cuts to like the little cut scenes or whatever where the characters are talking, and I'm like, oh god, this looks bad.
Yeah. It doesn't feel as good as it looks. You do have 2 stances in werewolf form. You have agile stance or power stance, and then with that you have different abilities. If it feels as bad as the combat could feel based on how it looks, I mean, it.
Yeah, that's the thing with watching any type of gameplay. You have to play it yourself to really get a sense of how it's acting.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Yeah,
you kind of punch through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean.
That might be just because we're fucking nerds and maybe nobody understands that reference. But you kind of just punch through things, so it doesn't feel very weighty. And I mean, again, that's Hulk. I mean, this game is literally fucking GameCube Hulk in 2020. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's literally what this is.
Yep.
But yeah, it's not a great game.
Okay.
I don't know what else.
So the stealth parts, is that when you're like actually like the wolf, or do you do stealth both as like the human and the wolf? Because it looked like you were like creeping up on behind a guy in wolf form, and then you kind of transformed into your human form and took him out.
So you're in human form, but the game forces you in a crouch position during those stealth sequences, and Call is so fucking slow.
That.
He's so goddamn slow. So you end up going into your wolf form just to sprint through an opening, kind of.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's his max walk speed on screen. It's so slow. So
slow.
It's just better sometimes to wolf it out and do that. You do have, like I said, abilities tied to your left trigger that you unlock through playing the game. Whatever, dude. You know, they're there. And then depending on the amount of enemies you kill, you can unlock frenzy mode or fucking Hulk smash mode. Basically, where you just turn into, you get a little bit more powerful and you have some different attacks and you're harder to stop and stuff like that. But I don't know, man, like a fucking 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 game, but it's just hitting because of nostalgia, kind of. That's kind of it. They do have different enemies. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
They have like these mechs. They're a pain in the dick because you just
see that.
Yeah, it feels crusty. I mean, you can't. Their attacks are so fast, you can't really predict what they're going to do. So you just kind of have to stand in front of them and hope they die eventually. And then you have these like brute dudes that are like big muscle mass dudes that you have to use your power stance to kill and stuff. Anyways, yeah, I'm over talking this game. What were you going to say?
Well, the thing you were explaining about like punching through things, it's kind of like I liked, the Elder Scrolls games and, Skyrim and stuff, but one of the criticisms was like when you would swing your sword, it would hit them, but it kind of just felt like your sword was going through them.
Exactly the case.
What was that game that, oh God, that very, very similar game that came out on Xbox and then it just came out on PS5 not that long ago. Yes. So Avowed is very similar to like an Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, Skyrim, but Avowed did a great job of making your hits feel like you were hitting things. Like if you'd hit someone like in the neck, there would actually be like the neck would catch the sword,
right,
and then kind of cut down, in front of them. It felt a lot more. I don't even want to say realistic, but like it felt like it had some substance.
Yeah, it had some weight to it. It had some punch there.
Had some weight to it. Yeah.
And that's literally just animation based, and it makes a world of difference. It makes a fucking massive difference.
Avowed's combat was great. That's why I really did like that game. Yeah. Yeah. It's basically just a scaled down Skyrim. The map's not as big, it's not as long. Yeah. So
I mean, there's something to be said about like a good example of this type of combat would be the Devil May Cry games, because when you engage with an enemy, you kind of stay with the enemy, if that makes sense. You kind of like if you attack one of the enemies coming at you, you kind of it's like a pseudo lock on where you kind of stick with that enemy. And like you can kind of perform a combo on that enemy, and then obviously all your attacks have this massive AoE, so they hit everything around you, but you're kind of tied to the main dude that you started attacking. This game, you're just fucking flying through fucking like you do have a lock on, but I mean these ground troops are
there's
literally
so many characters on screen.
Yeah, these ground troops are literally like the regular troops are like 2 hits and they're dead. Type of thing. Okay. You're just blowing through fucking everything. So yeah, it doesn't feel great. This is kind of it. But.
Okay, that makes sense.
Game stinks. I thought I would bring it to the show.
I don't think I have anything else to add.
I wouldn't seek this one out, but I just thought it would be fun to talk about. So.
Yeah, no. Well, like you said, there's games that I wanted to drop, and you're like, talk about them.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
And I might not drop it. I'm still fucking in between shit right now, so who knows?
Sure.
007 is on my radar big time. So once I can reasonably adultly purchase it, I will do that, but I'm just waiting a little bit to kind of get everything else in order.
That's kind of how I felt. Yeah.
But that game looks really cool. Okay. So anyways.
Werewolf, the Apocalypse, Earthblood. Okay.
I know. And I've been like saying that in my head just to make sure I didn't fuck it up when I talked about it. Werewolf, the Apocalypse, Bloodhound, Earthblood, Earthhouse, Earthblood.
Bloodhound.
Yeah, fuck, jeez. Anyways, probably not. Game's $30, so you can get it on PlayStation Plus. It is available on modern consoles and PC as well. There you go. $70 for Horizon 7, by the way, and that's also on Game Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Missed that. Anyways, that's it for me. That's the only game I had this week. Jason, what else you got for us?
So I decided to dive into a game called Tales of Arise. Now, this is actually Tales of Arise, the Beyond the Dawn edition, which is a Switch 2 exclusive. So Tales of Arise, the original, came out back in 2021. This is the Tales of Arise with the DLC packed into it, which was called Beyond the Dawn. So this is Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn edition for the Switch 2. That was a mouthful. But essentially it is it's an action RPG. The premise is they say like for the past 300 years technology keeps advancing in this world, the world of Rena, and these people of Rena have been enslaved by another race of people called the Dana. Rena and Dana. I know the story is just kind of wild, but it works because your character, you play as a character called the Iron Mask, and he is a slave to the Dana people, and you're forced to work in a mine to extract this material that the Dana people use to advance their technology. And this world of Rena is rich with this stuff. So the Dana people are more powerful. They're more advanced than you are. So you've basically been enslaved. So the setup is you finally your character, the Iron Mask, something happened to him in the past. I haven't gotten far enough that where it tells you kind of what you were in the past, because you have no memory of what you were. You don't even know why you're wearing this thing on your head. You can see through it, but you're just covered in this mask. And you kind of find out that you're pretty powerful, but you've never really stood up to these Dana people until this secondary character comes in. Her name is Shion, and she is a Dana. So she is the race of people that are actually enslaving your people. However, she has some mission that she wants to work with these Rena people to take. I don't want to say too much, but she's on kind of a revenge mission in a sense. And her and the Iron Mask, the character you play as, are working together. However, they are constantly bickering. They don't really fully trust each other because they are different people. The Iron Mask is a little bit more open to her helping out. She doesn't really like him, but he can use this power that she has basically inside of her, and together the two of them are very powerful. So she is willing to work with you to take on her quest of whatever she needs to do. Again, I'm 8 hours into this, so I don't know the whole story yet, but it's enough of a start to keep me interested enough to keep playing this. Plus the combat is super fun. So that's keeping me going. But a lot of times these type of games, the story is kind of in the backseat, but I am invested enough into this to see kind of where this goes. And they have a lot of conversations with each other, and little bits of information kind of get fed to you as you go through. So it's definitely interesting. But I'm thinking she ultimately might want to be some sort of a lord, like these people that you are taking down. She thinks all the lords have gone corrupt, and you're kind of out to take them all down. There's 5 main regions. Each region has a lord, and you take them down. Or she just wants to cleanse this land and not have lords. So I don't know. Like I said, I not far enough into the story yet to really know what's going on. But when you do take down I took down the first lord, and your part of your mask breaks, and you can kind of see one of the character's eyes. And I think what's going to happen is you just keep, as you take down these lords, you start regaining your memory, and you're going to be some important person, from the past. But yeah. So if you're watching, she's got this core inside of her, and he can use that to embed his weapon, and it just makes it way more powerful. So that's why they want to work together. But yeah, it's an action RPG. So in like a turn-based, where you're kind of running around like the overworld area, you see the enemies on the screen. You don't fight them right there. You basically run up to them, hit them. It kind of pauses for a second, and then brings you into this more arena style area, and that's where the combat really comes in. There's all kinds of different attacks. You've got a light attack, you got a medium attack, or sorry, a light and a heavy. And then you have these arts, these systems that are tied to like the face buttons, and those are more powerful attacks, but you have sort of a stamina system built in, that you can only use so many of those at a time. And then you also have another ability that kind of fills up as you go through these fights, and then when they max out, you can team up and do these like super powerful attacks, where you and Shion kind of come together, and it's like a devastating, attack. The combat so far has seemed very easy. I haven't really had much of a challenge. The first lord, I didn't die, but I got close. That was the only time I felt really challenged so far. Part of that could be the fact that because this is the Beyond the Dawn edition, you are given some items up front. You start with this really crappy sword, but as soon as you get out of like this prison area, you have access to your full inventory. And then in there is the how do I even want to say this? Like the DLC weapon packs and stuff are in there. So of course I'm like, well, that sword looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
I want that sword. Well, it's just cutting through everyone. So I'm probably making it easier on myself, but I don't really care. I feel like eventually I'm going to get to where that sword becomes obsolete. I'm going to have to find something else. It's just the early game has been pretty easy. But yeah, you've got your typical, dodges, rolls and stuff to get away from these enemies. There's a lock-on system. Yeah, and it's not like super long. It's like about a 40-hour action RPG. That's long, but not. I mean, some of these games are like 100 hours. These JRPG action RPG type games. And then I heard that the Beyond the Dawn expansion is like another like 20. So I mean, it's about a 60-hour if you want to do everything. But yeah, this has just been kind of sticking with me. I was kind of, I made a little short about this. I was kind of nervous to jump into something new and big, but I kept bouncing off these little things, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna try something like this, and I'm having a good time, man.
Awesome.
It's been a fun game.
That's great.
Yep.
Can you ever fully take over, like during the combat sections? Can you take over Shion, or can you only play as Iron Mask?
As of what I've seen so far, I think you are playing as Iron Mask, and she's like your support character.
I prefer that personally because
when it starts introducing too many characters, it's just like I can't.
Bro, that's Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've talked about a couple weeks in a row now. You fucking have to control every fucking character in that game because you want to get them all up to be able to use their spells, and then you're trying to switch to the spell, and you got to switch to the right character to use the spell, and you got to switch back, and then you just I have a problem playing as anybody other than Cloud in Final Fantasy VII. So like every time I switch to Barret, I'm like, what am I doing? And then I switch to fucking I don't know. It feels clusterfucky, and I think that this is probably a little cleaner. So that's nice.
I'm totally with you with that. I know exactly what you mean. I don't like having too many controllable characters. I like having my one main that I use. Now you can equip your other characters with stuff. The inventory is cool, but it's very simple, which maybe isn't a bad thing. It's basically a sword, an armor set, and then like a medallion that you wear. And that's about it. There's no like what headpiece do I put on? What chest piece do I put on? It is literally like an armor set and then a weapon, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So I mean it's not bad. It's just it's not what I was expecting. I kept jumping into my inventory and being like, "Ooh, what should I equip?" I'm like, "Oh wait, no, it's just it's literally
that's
like
fucking that's honestly fine to me. Like it gets tiring.
It's more streamlined.
Yeah, it gets tiring. Like, oh, I got to make sure she's got the right boots on. Like, oh, fucking
yes, it's very it's simple. It kind of, and I think that's probably why it's a little bit. I mean, not the 40 hours is short, but like it's just. I think it's designed to just kind of keep you moving, not have you sitting in these menus and trying to figure out what to equip. Everything's very snappy, very quick. You can quickly change your armor, your weapons, and you're right back to the combat. So I think they just wanted it to keep moving.
Yeah, and that's
so. Totally... Oh, there's cooking in this game.
There's fucking cooking in this game, baby.
Yep, cooking right there.
Fucking love that. Yeah, I like this idea. But when you mentioned like the this game includes the DLC, I've honestly stopped buying like deluxe editions of games that come with DLC weapons for the exact reason that you're saying. Because it just fucks with the flow of the game for me, and it ruins it. And if I have it, I'm not going to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's exactly what I was saying.
And then so like that's tough. And that's something I struggle with. So I just thought that was
like my shitty sword that I had like a 40 attack, and then I went from a 40 attack to one that was like 165.
Yeah.
And I'm like, obviously I'm going to be cutting through things at least for a while until, enemies start to get a little bit harder. But I'm like, I'm not going to not equip this badass looking sword.
Well, you can't just not. And then also you run into the problem of like, okay, fine, I won't use it. I'll use the starter shit. But when is it okay for me to switch? It's like, no, I'm not doing any of that. I don't want to have that thought process. So I'm just going to use it. And then it just fucks with the entire flow, which is a problem, in my opinion. I think it ruins the pacing. It's just another thing that deluxe editions shouldn't fucking exist, but it is what it is.
I agree. And it's very nice looking. It's very, very
I love it.
Like crisp, like all like the resolution is very, very sharp. Everything's very sharp. The only downside to this that's different than the PS5 and the Xbox Series X version is the combat is 30 FPS. The cutscenes and all that stuff is 60. So like it is kind of jarring sometimes when you're seeing this very like fluid, cutscene, and then you go into the combat and it's 30. Now it is the 30. It's kind of like what they did with like, Star Wars Outlaws on the Switch 2. Like it's 30, but the frame pacing is like perfect. So it feels like it's higher than 30, but it doesn't feel like 60, if that makes sense.
No, but it's sure. I haven't experienced this. I know. This is a Switch 2 thing. Yeah, it really is. And like, I haven't played enough of my wife's to feel that, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
This game just makes me want to play fucking Remake, but I don't like that game. I don't like it. I don't know what I got so many problems with Remake. Dude, I don't know why though. I can't put a finger on it, and it seems like I should like it, but god damn it. PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch, dose, $50. Not bad. A little budget price there.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I like the sub-in stuff better, like way better than the full character creation control shit that we talked about already. But
like you can see like on the gameplay right there, like you can see her little icon down there.
Yeah.
That's not to switch to her. That's to use her ability once it's leveled up.
That's the way it should be.
Yep, I agree.
I just feel like I need to keep digging on it, and I did Final Fantasy, and I'm not going to because we're not talking about Final Fantasy, so I'm going to move on. But
okay.
What the fuck was I just gonna say? Oh, are you concerned at all that you might burn out before you get to a point where the combat feels good?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I haven't felt. I know that feeling. I know that feeling that starts to come, and I haven't felt that yet. So I don't think so. I kind of want to like
narrative's good enough.
Give this. I think so. It's cheesy, but it's good enough. Voice acting is good enough. You know, when you see these like little cutscenes and stuff, it's kind of stiff, but that's fine. It's all in-game, you know, assets and stuff that they're using. Then there's actual like anime style cutscenes that pop into. So it's interesting enough. I've played so many of these types of games where it's just like I literally want to skip the story stuff and get back to the action, and there's enough there to keep me interested, I would say, in this one.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm out of questions.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Moving on from there, just games I've been trickling dickling with. Still playing Split Second. That game's cool. I was going to talk about that this week, but I just don't. I'm fucking too lazy to take my capture card from here and move it to the retro station over here. Like, why? I just fucking move the damn thing over.
Yeah.
So I didn't have footage, so I just decided not to. But that game's cool and hard as balls.
Yeah.
Still playing Pinball Effects because, of course, so I just did compete in a tournament. So that was fun on cool. Pinball Effects. I think that's it. I really didn't play hardly shit once I went back to work. As you mentioned last week, I was going to come home and be tired, and that's exactly how it's been. I'd come home and fucking pass
back
out.
To work, and yeah, I know how that is.
Yep. But other than that, that's it. I think. Yeah, I think that's it. What about you?
Okay. I have been playing a game called Sectori, which is I don't know if you remember Geometry Wars on the 360.
We talked about this in break.
It's a twin stick roguelite shooter. Very, very stylized, pretty tough. Great music, great sound effects and stuff. I'm still kind of like I'm only maybe an hour and a half into it, still kind of figuring out the mechanics of it. There's like this weird leveling system where you have to pay attention to your bar as you pick up these gems. It doesn't just automatically level you up. Your bar fills up, and then you have to hit a button, and then that chooses a skill to upgrade it. And it seems like it's automatic. Unless I'm missing something, you either got like a increase the speed of your ship, your attack rate. What else? Your defense. And then there's also things you pick up on the battlefield, which then you can find different weapon types. I just think of Geometry Wars, that very top down. Your spaceship is literally like a stylized triangle. Everything is just all like shapes and stuff, but great particle effects. I mean, shit is flashing on the screen left and right. I mean, there's a giant, warning at the beginning, like this game is intense. There's a lot of flashing, lights and sounds and stuff, and that stuff usually I just, cool. Yep, I've played enough of these games. This is like the first one in a while that I'm like, whoa, there's so much going on. It throws so much at you. It's very, very in your face. But I think that's what they wanted. They wanted it to feel kind of a little bit stressful. But like I said, an hour and a half or so into that. So it's been fun. Nice little roguelite twin stick shooter. And then I also downloaded Mina the Hollower. And yeah, been playing a little bit of that. I don't think I'm quite as high as like everyone is just like, oh my God, game of the year already. Yeah, people, but it is fun. It looks like it came from like Game Boy Color
Yep.
It's very, very, simple. But it's deceiving too, because the look doesn't match the gameplay. There's a lot going on. It is pretty tough. They're kind of calling it semi Souls-like type combat. I don't know if that just means difficult bosses and stuff. The only issue I'm having with the combat is it's only a four directional attack, so literally up, down, left, and right. But what gets frustrating is it feels like the enemies can attack from the side. Like there's bosses that literally have hit me from the side, and I'm like, why can't I do that?
Right.
So that I'm just getting used to. Just making sure I line myself up either straight up and down from an enemy or left and right. But it's very, very dense. There are secrets and stuff all over the place. There's breakable walls. You can burrow. Mina is a hollower, which means she can burrow on the ground. So like you'd just be running through this area and totally miss something because you could like look and then you could break this bush. And then behind the bush is this little crack and you go under there. So it's just filled with secrets and collectibles and stuff. So I'm finding that to be pretty fun. I know I've missed probably a bunch of shit so far, but a couple hours into that so far. So I am gonna keep playing. And I think it is gonna be one that I end up talking about. One, it's interesting enough, and two, I feel like I should talk about it because it's been exploding online. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, gonna keep playing that one.
Mina's on my wish list. Also, I played the demo and the first impression video. I liked it a lot too, but I did mention that as well. Like four directional attacking was weird. I thought maybe it was weapon locked, but you confirmed to me over break it's not. That's every weapon.
Nope.
So,
nope.
Anyways, yeah, that game looks cool. Maybe we'll talk about that. Jason will talk about that next week.
Probably.
Yeah. So sweet. We'll look forward to that. You want to see my next purchase?
Yeah.
Dude. So this is
what
I haven't bought it yet, but I want to. So this is a X Arcade 2 TV XR, one of the weirdest names of all time. It is a big control pad with a trackball, and it allows you, and pinball flippers, okay? And on top of the pinball flippers, they have a haptics kit that comes with a solenoid for the plunger, and you can put solenoids in your flipper buttons as well. Anyways, This thing looks dope, and I'm just gonna buy this, and I'm gonna set a TV up. I'm gonna mount it to my fucking wall, and then I'm gonna have my Quest 2 down here hanging off of it, so I can play any fucking arcade game that I want.
Okay, that's cool.
I think it's fucking cool, man. Anyways, I don't even know why I brought that up. That's my dream purchase right now for what it is, but just to add it down here to my bullshit that I already got that I don't even use. Anywho's,
cool.
That's all I got, I think. So let's go ahead and take a break, and we got some news to cover as we do
in the
news section, believe it or not.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back with y'all.
Stick around, guys.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Spawn Point Podcast. It's time to talk about the news. So let's just jump right into the news. Starting off with having my OBS on the wrong scene, which is good. Let's go ahead and do that instead, and then we'll jump to the right article. What a joke. Anyway, here we go. Stop Killing Games. The Stop Killing Games movement achieves a big win in California with the approval of a new bill, which is good. We have not talked about this on the show really much.
No, so I'm glad you brought this up because I didn't know a whole lot about this.
Yeah, so Stop Killing Games, the initiative was created by Scott Ross, a content creator, and basically he just wants to hold game companies accountable for delisting or removing games with no way to play them in the future. So this all jumped off with the original crew, which got taken off. If you have the crew, you can't even play the crew. You have a piece of shit disc that does nothing. The servers are down. You can't even play it. So that's kind of what launched this. So he started this initiative and got people on board. And he's doing stuff with the UK government to try to get this bill passed. And then it's also doing some things over here now in the States as well. So it's finally time we talk about it. So what Scott is petitioning for with this bill, and I will mention this bill got passed through the California State Assembly. So now it's going to get sent up to the California State Senate. And then from there, it'll go further. So it's already gotten past its first obstacle has already been cleared. So it's going up to the next step. So what Scott wants here is for publishers to provide at least 60 days notice before ending support for a project, first and foremost. And then if a game is being shut down, publishers must either patch it so it remains playable without the servers, provide an alternative version that works without the original servers, or offer full refunds if neither option is available or possible.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Publishers would also be prohibited from continuing to sell games that are about to become unusable. So during that 60-day period, all of them have to be pulled off the shelves so nobody gets fucking swindle packed and loses their money for no reason.
Smart.
Games that are exempt to this rule are free-to-play games, subscription service-based games, so World of Warcraft, yada, 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 and games that already function online without ongoing server support. So if a game already works offline, this doesn't matter. So anyways, that's his whole initiative. And like I said, the California State Assembly agreed, and they passed it through to the Senate to the next step. So basically, yes, that's great. But I also just wanted to take a second to talk about Scott's initiative. He's got a website that us in the States can't really do anything with. We can't sign his initiative because he's in the UK. But he's kind of the one behind all of this. And it's just starting to make some waves here stateside as well. I'm all on board with this. Absolutely on board with this. This is the way that it should be. We shouldn't be able to purchase a product that is eliminated and removed ever. So I'm fully on board here.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm going through the article. That's good news.
Absolutely. Really good news. Wow. And it seems obvious. Seems like a come on. I mean,
it does, but yeah. It's the world we live in now.
Like buying a fucking movie that you put it in your thing and it just says fuck off and then spits it right back out. Yeah. So it's perfect. I think it makes perfect sense. There was we don't even need to go into the pirate software controversy with this.
Right.
I was going to, but I won't. I'll spare you guys the stupidity. But yes, this is very good. That's all I really wanted to say with this one. So
very good. Cool. Yes. I'd heard of the term and stuff. I just didn't really know what it involved. So I'm glad you covered that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a obvious.
You'd think.
Yeah, I mean, nothing out of the ordinary, but yes, very very good that it's making waves here in the States finally. I love that. What we got next?
So the rumored third Witcher 3 expansion has been officially announced by CD Projekt Red. And it is called Songs of the Past. And it is based around Geralt again. And it's coming out next year on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. So CD Projekt Red is co-developing the expansion with Fool's Theory and has obviously been rumored for a while now. So Fool's Theory is the studio that made up CD Projekt Red veterans that's also remaking The Witcher 1. And yeah, I know. I've never played The Witcher 1, so that'll kind of be cool.
It's fucking rough now.
Is it?
It's definitely not one. I'm really glad they're updating it because that game plays like poop.
God, I played 2, but I don't think I ever played 1.
Yeah,
so
2 is a massive step above 1. 1 is really bad.
And then 3 is even a big step above 2. So so they're remaking The Witcher 1, and they're also helping on The Witcher 4. So that's pretty cool. So Songs of the Past is just described in a press release as the third expansion, obviously, for The Witcher 3, suggesting it's comparable in size to previous expansions, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, which were very meaty DLC packs. So I think that's awesome. There are no details yet of the content other than the fact that it will star Geralt, which was kind of a question for a little bit. I know that Witcher 4 is going to have more set around Ciri, Witcher's daughter. So people were kind of speculating if this was kind of going to lead into play more as Ciri, leading into whatever the Witcher 4 is going to do. But it sounds like it's still focused around Geralt in this. So that's really all the news that we've got so far. It's just basically saying that this rumor is true and it is coming out sometime next year. So,
do you know when Blood and Wine came out?
Ooh,
this seems like a long ways from that. Maybe not though. I don't know how long it took to develop the other ones, but
I don't know when Blood and Wine came out.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's very cool. People fucking love this game, including Jason. So,
yep.
That is great. The Witcher is based on a book series, isn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, are these just like their own shit? Or
I don't know. So, I know the mainline games are based on the book. I don't know if the DLCs are part of the book series as well. So, I can't answer for sure. So.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, cool.
But CD Projekt Red knows what they're doing, so
they are, and
I assume it'll be good.
Oh yeah, it'll be good.
That's it.
It'll be good for sure.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about that.
Oh yeah, we talked about it. I
still want to play Cyberpunk. I still want to play that. I just fucking damn, I can't get past the beginning. Why though?
Me too, man, because it's great.
All right, that's my next fucking project. CD Projekt Cyberpunk.
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna dive into that after my nap. Jason and I just had a long discussion about naps during the break. So after my nap, I'm playing.
We're doing our best to bring the energy today, but I'm
another tangent, dude. I downloaded Monster Hunter Wilds.
You did.
I haven't touched it, but it's downloaded.
Okay, but it's downloaded.
It's in my face.
Okay.
Which means you can access your Xbox now because you're playing Forza Horizon 6, so it's time for you to do it.
Waiting.
Bitch.
Okay.
Bitch. Because there's going to be a day, we're not going to get to a whole fucking year of podcast episodes and us not having co-opted anything. It's not going to happen. I refuse.
Something together.
I refuse for that to be the case. So it's going to be something. Anyways, that was completely off topic, but I meant to mention that earlier.
Well, there's that, and we talked about
Dead Zone Rogue. Orbitals.
And Dead Zone Rogue. Whenever Orbitals comes out.
Fucking Christ. Anywho's.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway.
We will be playing Orbitals. That's a Switch 2 exclusive.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
That looks really cool. Anyways. Cool. CD Projekt. I'm going to be talking about Cyberpunk next week. Yes. Hey, I think you already did, though. We already covered Cyberpunk
on
the show.
I covered it.
Like the first episode.
You can play it. What? No, it wasn't the first one.
First or second. It was really early. You talked about.
It was early.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't remember.
Huge price increase on the Steam Deck OLED device. Yeah. Holy shit. But they still sold out, which is absolutely ridiculous.
So wild.
So the price of the OLED Steam Deck, the 512, the half a terabyte model went from $789. No, it went up to $789 from $550. And then the 1 terabyte model was $650 and is now $949.
Crazy.
Which is unbelievable. And we're getting to that $1,000 mark where I'm $949 is there, where I thought they're not going to move these things. They fucking sold out immediately.
Insane.
So, yes, this is kind of a twofer. First and foremost, old Steam Decks are more expensive, and people are still fucking buying them like they're going out of style. So I don't know what we're doing, but this is setting a bad precedent for those next gen consoles.
God,
I would never think a device would move for $949. I would never think. And these things sold out less than 24 hours after being back in stock.
Fucking crazy, man.
Really crazy.
Where are people getting this money?
Not at the post office. I can tell you
that's for sure.
That's all I wanted to say there. We can move right on from there. Oh, I got another one too. Quickly.
Okay.
Forza Horizon devs tease game reveal around PlayStation State of Play. So I didn't even know about this team, but Maverick Games is a bunch of people from Playground that have developed their own studio, and they are revealing their debut game on the same day as PlayStation's next day to play, which is the 2nd of June, a Tuesday. So we're going to be seeing this, which is pretty interesting. Are you ready for our new trailer reveal they posted on, I believe this is X, and they posted a picture of a trailer.
Clever. I get it.
Anyway, this just ties back to Forza Horizon 6. I would imagine this is going to... Oh, no. We have tremendous respect for... this was said by... They were initially funded by Amazon. Oh. We have tremendous respect for Maverick Games team and the compelling narrative-led driving experience. Also, it is a driving game. That's what I was going to say. I would expect this to be another driving game. I don't know what the scale is here, but I just thought this was cool. We're going to get something from X Horizon devs.
Yep.
I wouldn't expect... I don't know what I would expect.
I don't either, but I imagine
I kind of expect like Art of Rally. That's kind of what I think.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
That's true. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Good. Okay.
On the Xbox.
We're going to get into some Xbox
news. What's up, Max Scoville?
So there's a lot in here. This is a long article. I'm just going to kind of touch on a few things. So the Xbox Games showcase for 2026 is coming up on Sunday, June 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And they plan on diving into Gears of War E-Day, Fable, which we have another article about that here shortly. Yep. And a couple other things too. So just for context, last year's Xbox Showcase saw the reveal of Black Ops 7, Persona 4 Revival, Grounded 2, Beast of Reincarnation, Keeper, Super Meat Boy 3D, Outer Worlds 2. So like these usually are pretty big in as far as what they show off. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what they're bringing to the table here. Some of the stuff we already know about. Some of it we're just getting kind of more details on. So the first game they talk about is Gears of War E-Day. It takes players into the start of the Emergence Day, offering new details, gameplay, and insights into kind of what led up to the first Gears of War game. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
So Playground Games is going to be there. Talking about Forza Horizon 6. They also, Playground Games is working on Fable, so they're going to be talking about some Fable stuff in there as well. Let's see. The remake of Halo Combat Evolved is going to make an appearance. They threw in some new screenshots. Just looks like a very nice up-resed Halo Combat Evolved. I talked about Combat Evolved being on my top 5 favorite games of all time, so kind of looking forward to that. Rare, the company Rare is going to make an appearance. Whatever they're working on.
More Sea of Thieves DLC.
More Sea of Thieves stuff, yeah. So whatever.
Big one here.
Yes. Okay. State of Decay 3, which was first talked about back in 2024. They are still working on it. It is still going to come out. So kind of interested to see what happens there. There's some stuff on Obsidian. They worked on the Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2's early access as well. So there's just a lot in here. Activision, Blizzard, and Bethesda are going to be there.
Whoa, wait.
Did I skip something?
Yes, you skipped multiple things, dude. Fuck.
I'm just trying not to
We're trying to... In Exile might show Clockwork Revolution some more, which would be kind of cool. Yeah. Compulsion and Ninja Theory are working on the third Hellblade that they claimed is supposed to actually be a game this time.
A game?
Yeah, so we'll see it on that. Now you can continue. God damn it.
Okay. Jeez, sorry.
Get it right.
Infinity Ward's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Yeah, whatever.
No, wait. I got news on this. I am ever so slightly kind of excited for Modern Warfare 4 now.
Oh, really?
I don't know what happened to me. I feel like I just need COD now.
You were shit talking it.
I was literally shit talking it last week. But I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I need that in my life right now.
That in your life again?
I need a camo grind. That's true. Not that I'm like excited to have to support them or anything, but it's got like a kind of a cool premise from like the people that have talked about it that got to go play it. Like Captain Price is on the run now and he's like the villain in the story, and it's just like a really cool plot change. They also said it's going back to a linear story finally. Like they confirmed it's going to be fully a linear campaign, which is solid.
That'll be cool.
I don't know if I'm a fence-sitting asshole. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. It's coming out, I believe, in October. So we'll see.
That,
yeah,
yep.
We'll see. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop
just
cutting
continuing
you off.
on. Blizzard is expected to show something off. Obviously they have Overwatch because that celebrates its 10th anniversary. Diablo 4. They just came out with the Lords of Hatred expansion. They're working on some stuff with World of Warcraft. So that could be cool. Bethesda, they're still teasing Elder Scrolls 6, but Todd Howard already said a while back that game's a long ways off. So we'll see. id Software. This is a lot of this article is just kind of speculation. Some of it's actually details, some of it's speculation. So they're just kind of mentioning the companies that will probably be there. Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, obviously, the id Software, their latest game was Doom: The Dark Ages. So they mentioned possible Quake revival. We'll see.
I don't think Quake works nowadays. I just don't think it works.
I don't think it does either. Machine Games, who worked on their latest game, was Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. There's been rumors of the BJ Blazkowicz, the
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein games. So
speculations of a third one coming.
Yeah. Yep. And then there's like your third-party support. Yeah, we already talked about. Yep, Beast of Reincarnation.
We'll definitely see more of that, I think.
Yeah, there's got to be.
We'll see Black Flag Resync. That's right around the corner too.
Yep.
And then do you think we're going to see Helix here?
I don't know. I thought I saw another article after this that talked about how they weren't going to talk too much about Helix at this.
Great.
Yeah.
No one wants it yet. Well,
we don't want it yet.
No, but
yep.
I do think it's
right at the bottom here. It says Xbox has since let us know not to expect anything from Project Helix at the show. That's the very bottom. Last sentence.
Yeah, so, perfect. Love that.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, let's move on from there, Jason. What's the next thing that kind of ties right into this?
Well, and I was going to even mention this while we were talking about it, but we do have an additional article that talks about how they have since delayed Fable to February of 2027. And they do have a quote here. This year is packed with incredible games for Xbox players to enjoy, from Halo Combat Evolved, Gears of War E-Day, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to Control Resonant, Star Wars Galactic Racer, and GTA 6.
Control Resonant looks fucking sick, too.
It sure does. So in order to plan our game launches through the holidays in a way that works best for players, we're moving Fable to February 2027 so it can have the dedicated moment it deserves. We're excited to be giving players a major new look at Fable, as well as our broader lineup at the Xbox Games Showcase, which we just talked about. Basically, this is them saying we're getting out of the way of GTA 6.
100%, and not even hiding
without saying it.
No,
not really.
No, they're not even hiding. They literally said, here's all these big-ass games coming out. We don't want nothing to do with that. And you know what?
We don't want to be in the mix.
I fucking respect the shit out of that, because this could definitely meet that window, and they're just gonna have more time now, and they have nothing else to do but continue to refine it. So it should release crisp as fuck. Not that I would expect anything less from Playground, but it just gives them more time, and they're gonna have their own moment, like they said, which is, I think, smart. And I love the fact that they're not being like, we gotta work kinks out and all this other bullshit. They're being very confident in the fact that this game is definitely on track for that holiday window, but we have decided to wait. And I fucking think that's brilliant. I respect the fuck out of that. So very excited for this one. We actually covered the internal rumors that it was delayed, and we kind of said the same thing. We're like, yeah, they're going to get out of the way.
That's
exactly what they did. And
now they've officially announced it.
Yep, and I think that's really smart, to be honest. I really do think it's smart. So Microsoft still has other release dates to solidify for Halo Campaign Evolved, Gears of War E-Day, Clockwork Revolution, State of Decay 3, and maybe even OD. I don't think we see OD for a little bit longer.
No, either.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's cool. Fable's gonna fuck when it comes out, man. That thing's gonna be really good. But I do think it's smart. Like, even though Fable's like not a GTA competitor, it's still like good to get out of the way.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, my daughter just came downstairs to tell me that a couple of her characters in Tamagotchi Life are fighting again.
God damn it. Straighten them up, dude. Slap them a little bit.
She has more problems with her Mii's fighting each other than I have ever had in my game. I don't know what she's doing. She's pissing them off.
Yeah, good stuff. Jesus Christ. All right. This is not, well, fuck it. We'll just do it here.
Oh, no?
So,
Did I miss
I have it. No, I just have it out of order. It's fine. I don't need it to be in order because I'm a professional podcaster. June's 3 PlayStation Plus Essentials have been announced, including Xbox Studios' very own Grounded is going to be included, which is kind of an odd thing, I guess.
Did you ever play Grounded? Just out of curiosity. Oh,
dude,
I played it for like 30, 40 hours.
Holy shit. By yourself?
Yeah.
God, how do you play a survival game that long by yourself? I would get bored in 2 minutes.
I don't know. It hooked me, and I got pretty far, and then I kind of fell off. But
so the fully yoked edition will be published. Will be given. I mean, if you have PlayStation Plus, you can download it for free next month.
That's the version I played.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're also getting Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which is a Smash Bros. Clone. And the third game is Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide, which is kind of the Vermintide sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that game looks cool, too. So not a bad
I enjoyed playing Vermintide.
I played Vermintide very briefly, but again, it's a co-op game. I don't play co-op games until a friend plays it. And I don't have any fucking friends. And then I try to get my one friend to play games with me, and he fucking pushes me off like I'm a piece of shit. Right, Jason? Oh, shit.
Sorry, you cut out there for a second.
Yeah, I know. Sure. Next article here. PlayStation confirms shutdown for PS5 exclusive. So they shut down Destruction All-Stars. So I got a couple thoughts on this. First of all, yes, it's terrible to shut down games. It's we've talked about that. We just talked about that with the Stop Killing Games discussion. However, the outrage about them shutting down Destruction All-Stars is odd to me because this game was fucking dead on arrival. This game was unplayable from the release. Like, nobody was playing this game at all. And I would have loved to have played it. Because it was like a car combat game, like kind of like a modern hyper stylized, kind of almost like a Twisted Metal type of thing, which I would have played the fuck out of, but I was never able to find a lobby. So like nobody's playing this, and like you have all this outrage about it, like going off, and yes, it's bad. They should have added bots or something to keep the game alive, but the internet's a weird place. Why are we bitching? This game was this probably hasn't had one person log into it for over a year and a half.
Oh weird.
Like this game is just super dead. So, anywho's, that's it for that. I mean, tough shit, dog.
Yep, tough titties.
Tough titties. Cover this, dude.
Okay. Yeah. So, I don't usually throw in a lot of, PlayStation articles. It's kind of more Cam's thing, but I found this article and I thought it was interesting. One, because you're playing Infamous 1, and you said you plan on playing Infamous 2.
Still do.
So, after 15 years, a cut Infamous 2 power that let Cole zoom around has been discovered. So it basically lets him kind of zoom around the city using electricity. And I don't know if you watched, there's a clip in this that somebody posted from Reddit that shows the power being used. If you scroll down a little, why is it not showing on yours?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's an actual a whole gameplay clip of it. So, but I just thought this was interesting. It's like he's skating using electricity.
I feel like
could you not do that?
You know what? This looks like a bug to me because you could hover.
Really?
So you could hover like you had this ability to hover off high spaces. This is part of the game, but it looks like this is the same animation for this. I don't think you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a cut power. I think it's a bug. I don't think this is intentional.
This whole thing.
No, not fuck the whole thing. It's still pretty cool, but I remember distinctly having that ability to.
Okay, I couldn't remember that.
To float. Yes, this fucking Infamous is what. I don't even know why I started playing Infamous exactly. I just did, and then this article says, "Sucker Punch's beloved Infamous game has been in the back of our minds for the past few weeks." I don't know. Was it implanted into my brain from something? I don't understand.
I don't know. But
I don't know.
I was going to mention that part too, because it says not only has PlayStation made it clear it's interested in reviving some of its older franchises, but a reliable insider suggested that a new Infamous project might have been in the works at some point. So maybe still is, maybe got canceled. We don't know, but that was part of this article that I wanted to talk about.
Yes,
as well. So,
yes,
a little interesting tidbit.
Really interesting tidbit. I love the Infamous franchise. I don't know why it's gone. It shouldn't be gone. It's very cool. But yeah,
so cool.
I'm excited to get to 2 because Infamous 1 runs like fucking shit. It runs so bad. Anyway, we've covered that about a billion times too, but very cool. I love that. Moving on from there, Marathon is already going free to play after troubled launch. Now, this is a misleading article. It's going to be, they're doing a free to play week from June 2nd to June 9th. I'm going to try it. This is all we got from Bungie now. This is it. After Destiny 2 is shuttered, this is all we got. So I will dive in during the free week. I still hate this, though. You know what I mean? It feels so gross. I don't know, man. Marathon. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. Destiny 3 would be a guaranteed success. And they just said,
that's what's so weird about this. I just don't understand.
I don't either. I really don't. If this shit nosedives, which it's never really been great, Bungie could be fucking caboodled. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, some of that talent making an indie game would be kind of cool, but I don't know if I want that either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not going to have the budget, so.
Yeah.
But ultimately, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Let's finish this article first.
So I was just going to say, it is indicative that if they're doing a free-to-play week, if shit starts to go really south, I can see it going full free-to-play.
Yeah.
So.
And then, so is there microtransactions?
Oh yeah, it's an extraction shooter.
Okay.
I think,
but I don't
know
that
for sure.
Something that was built into the paid version, or if they were going to implement that if they turn this into a free play game.
A good question, actually.
I almost guarantee they will.
Well, yeah, I mean they're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to have something to make money off of this.
Huh.
I
don't know. I hate it.
What I was gonna. Yeah, I hate it too. But to play off of this a little bit, totally different game. But this coat thing that she's wearing in this screenshot with like the big collar thing. Have you seen the Cyberpunk? So in Cyberpunk, you wear a very similar style jacket with this like big thing, and it's all like that. Yeah. So you can buy a Cyberpunk jacket that looks a lot like this, and on the shoulders there's these like little pod things that light up, and there is an LCD screen built into the back of the collar that wraps around and actually has full, like, it's touchscreen. You can like do stuff on it. It's like $2,600.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I thought about throwing it in, but I'm like, nah. But now that I see this, it just reminded me of it. I'm like, it's a coat
on the back of the collar,
on the inside of the collar. Oh. So like you would see it around your neck. What you could possibly do with it while you're wearing it, I have no idea. But it's a flexible LCD screen built into the inside of the collar, and then the shoulder things have these lights that light up. It's so freaking weird. Yeah.
Well, if they can sell a $979 Steam Deck, I'm sure those will sell out too.
No shit. Somebody will buy this stupid coat. So dumb.
Super dumb.
Anyway, just little tangent.
Little tangent. You don't know what time it is, chat.
It's Nintendo time.
Yeah.
Word. Okay, so just a couple Nintendo articles here. So, first one up, after 10 years, Call of Duty is returning to a Nintendo platform. So, Activision has skipped Nintendo platforms for Call of Duty for more than a decade, as the last Call of Duty release on Nintendo platform was a port of Call of Duty Ghosts for the Wii U in 2013. That is changing this year, as Infinity Ward's Call of Duty Modern Warfare will come to Switch 2 at launch with the other systems on October 23rd.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
You can play Modern Warfare 4 too.
I can play it on my Xbox. I thought this was... Some people are excited.
This is a desperation move, baby.
I know.
This is they got to get this shit on everything. They got to get every fucking penny they can get.
Right. And this was one of the things that was talked about before the Switch 2 launched, that Nintendo did make some sort of agreement with Activision to start bringing Call of Duty back to Nintendo platforms. So this is just that coming to light and coming to a reality finally. So
that's wild.
Yep. So if you want to play a 30 FPS version of Call of Duty Modern Warfare,
45.
No. Oh, okay, it's gonna have that sweet middle spot.
No, yeah.
If you want to have lag on your multiplayer games, play this on Switch.
No shit. Just a nice little jab at my comments last week. Also, that the last thing published was Ghost in 2013. That game fucking sucked.
Yep.
Like one of the worst.
But remember, people are clamoring for a new Ghost game.
Said no one fucking ever, dude. I promise. Ghost was
Give me proof.
So bad. That game sucked. Balls. Anyway, I'm excited for y'all switchy guys. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't really talk shit. I'm kind of in the mood for a COD. Why?
I mean, the campaign might be decent on Switch.
I really like the multiplayer. I hate DMZ. I know DMZ's coming back. That's a big talking point. Yada yada. Who fucking extraction shooters. You can keep them. Mm-hmm. I don't like battle royales, but I love COD multiplayer, man. I love COD multiplayer until they start putting in The Simpsons and every gun is
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, $45 fucking shit.
Jesus Christ.
What a nightmare. Anyways, Call of Duty is going to continue to Call of Duty until it
Yes, it will.
Stupid.
Love it or hate it. This next one might just be for me, and I don't really care because I played the shit out of this game when it came out. So Sacred 2 Remaster has been announced for Switch 2. So THQ Nordic is remastering Sacred 2, and it's coming back to the Switch, on track for an August 11th, 2026 release date. So Sacred 2 Fallen Angel originally released in 2008, long time ago. And up until now, it has never shipped on a Nintendo platform. The remaster offers updated graphics along with refined combat mechanics, a modern UI, and full controller support, and all the expansions included. So if you don't know what Sacred 2 is, it is a lot like Diablo. Yeah, but a big, like, seamless open world map is what I liked about it. So it kind of felt like I don't know, like an Elder Scrolls style game, but isometric action RPG. So it just had a lot of cool systems built into a lot of cool characters. I mean, granted, it has been a very long time since I played this, so looking back on it now, maybe I don't know if it would hold up. But with it being a remaster, maybe it'll look like how I remember it looking on the Switch 2. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
I love that for you. Did you ever play Trine?
I just threw that in because I played the shit out of Sacred 2. I think it was it was Randy just a couple weeks ago out of nowhere. He's like, "You ever play Sacred 2?" I was like, "Whoa, where'd that come from?" But yes, I have. I played the shit out of that game. And he's like, "I missed that game." I'm like,
well, there you go.
Random, but
how relevant.
now, yeah, exactly.
You ever play Trine?
Yeah.
I remember Trine from back in the day.
Yep. Trine.
Trine's an isometric game, right? Kind of cartoony.
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought. Yeah, look at that knowledge nugget.
Yeah, you got it still.
For now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for the news.
Well,
that's a show, I think.
Yeah.
Nice little.
Good one.
It was a good one. News section. Damn, we're getting good at condensing the news. Love that for us.
Apparently too good. I kept skipping stuff. You're like, hold up.
Well, there were some nuggets.
I know
there was some nuggets.
I get nervous. I'm like, I'm sitting on this for too long.
No, why? Why do you even have that feeling? You're gonna feel real nervous when you watch the Forza Horizon discussion, because that shit was about 45 minutes. And that was mostly driven by my questions. But
it's weird though. Like when I talk about games, I can keep going, but when it's just news topics, I'm like, everyone's bored. Everyone hates me right now.
Hey. I will say our Peter.
Nice tail. Nice ass in the face.
Yeah. We have 100% completion rate on our show on Spotify. So
really?
I don't know what that means, but whoever's listening on Spotify is listening to the whole fucking thing. So
I'm one of them.
Appreciate it. Same. I do too. But it's not just us. We actually get numbers on Spotify.
Wow.
So I'm pretty pooped about that.
That's cool, man.
I really appreciate all you guys watching, supporting all of our stuff. We are
absolutely
crunching out some shorts. We got some retro game facts shorts that we're producing.
Very cool idea from Cam.
Just I'm a little worried that like people are going to be like, "Oh, this is the new Dude You Know Gaming," and they're not going to come to the podcast type of thing.
No.
But I just want to get people in the door, and those shorts have boosted our YouTube numbers. So those are going to keep coming out. And then I'm going to start another short series that'll kind of be intermixed in with those that are about canceled video games, just some lore on some canceled stuff, which is kind of interesting, kind of sad. And of course, I have just random gaming knowledge in my brain. So I'm going to cover some of those too.
Yeah. Well, Devin threw in that little clip of Scalebound. And I was like, dude. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Scalebound. Yeah, I think that's what triggered me to
some of that I kind of wondered.
Because Split Second 2 is in development.
Yeah. Dude.
Scalebound would have been really cool. Scalebound would have been really cool. Platinum Games, hack and slash experts were working on that thing.
Oh God, yeah. They're cool. The masters at that stuff.
Yeah. It would have been cool. I mean, Platinum is behind Bayonetta, I think. Bayonetta is cool.
What's
I think I
that?
only played the first one.
Man. What's that sci-fi, like third-person action shooter?
Vanquish.
Yeah,
dude,
Vanquish.
I had that shit in my back pocket. I
was
fucking ready.
Yeah, you did. I liked Vanquish.
Vanquish fucks. I have that also. I think I have it digitally and on my PS.
I have it digitally, yeah.
Fucking game's cool, man.
Yeah, game's great.
Games are cool. They're still cool. Pinball's cool. Games are cool. Also.
Pinball is cool.
I'm going to get back to like covering video games too at some point. Instead of Werewolf, the Bloodline Elder Quad, or whatever the fuck that game was called.
It's a video game.
It is a video game. It's a bad one. I love doing that though. I love playing shit games sometimes. Like I played through Call of Juarez, the Cartel. That might be the worst game I've ever played. And I beat it. I stuck all the way through it. That game stinks.
I think I played that. I
hope you didn't play it on PS3. That game ran so bad. That game was abysmal. Call of Juarez Gunslinger was good.
Gunslinger was good. Gunslinger's the one I played. That's the one I played.
Gunslinger was good. The Cartel was a fucking massive miss. Oh my God. I think it came out after Gunslinger too, and that game was just butts. It was so bad.
Weird.
Anyway, games are weird. Games are cool. Games are fun.
Games are cool and games are weird.
You guys should play games, and I'm circling the fucking drain. Send us away, Jason, so I don't fuck it up.
Well, no, I mean it's just games. Games are cool. They're good. They keep coming out. There's stinkers and there's good ones. Everyone talks about going to the movies and watching these TV shows. It just seems like the normal thing that everybody's like, did you watch this? Did you watch the episode of this? I'm like, no. Did you play this fantastic game that you can actually interact with? No. Well, that's what I do. So shut your face.
And it seems like it's not okay to talk about it. You're a fucking nerd.
It still isn't. Yep, you're a nerd, and I don't care. I am a nerd.
Yeah.
Shout out heaven, nerds.
Yeah. I know she just says that jokingly, but that is like the general consensus. If you don't play games, you just think people that play games are nerds. It's like, what the fuck's the difference? I don't understand.
Well, if that's what it is, then that's what it is, and I don't really care. I guess I'm a nerd.
I don't think it is though.
It's not, but I just don't care.
I think everybody should play games. You're missing out if you don't play games.
And there's more games out there than Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft.
And games on your fucking phone.
Games on your phone.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And the way this year is shaping up so far, these single player games are just killing it.
They're dominating this year.
They're awesome. Dominating. So,
speaking of, I actually want to talk about that. Go. Yeah. I have something else.
I think I'm done. I'm just saying, there's just so many good games out there. Narrative, fantastic games with great stories that you feel like invested in. Like I finishing Pragmata, I was like, man, this like touched me. Like it. Yeah, that sounds weird, but like
no,
it had an effect.
Did something for me too, big time.
It had an effect on me. Like and it's just different than watching a movie because you're participating in it. That's what I've always liked about video games is having a connection to it. You feel like you play your part instead of just watching from a distance. So anyway, that's what I
kind of flip-flopping on. I'm not really flip-flopping on Pragmata, but the longer I've been away from it, it's like maybe I overhyped it a little bit, but I really don't think I did. I think that game fucks.
It's good.
It's really good. You need to play Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, and Bloodborne. What the fuck? Damn it, I had something. Oh, do you think games are being like overrated this year a little bit? Like, what the fuck's going on? There are a lot of
feels like it.
Yeah, like everything is like, why is the discourse after every game comes out? This is game of the. Is it always that way, or is it just because we're dialed in now? It just seems like.
I don't think so. I don't think it's just because we're dialed in. I feel like but it's so weird because you have games that are like decent that people are like, it's okay. And then games that are like, you didn't have a whole lot of hype behind it. And all of a sudden it's game of the year potential. And it's just like, what is happening?
We heard game of the year potential for Pragmata, which honestly, that might be. I don't know how it's going to be GTA 6 later this year, but that's going to be, that'll be up there for me probably. I'll probably have to play it a little bit more again before we get to that conversation at the end of the year. But
I want to go back into the whatever mode that unlocks afterwards.
Same. I want to play the more difficult mode.
Yep.
So I'll probably do that. But like we heard it for that. We're hearing it for Mina now. We fucking heard it for. I don't think we heard it for Mixtape, but that game scored ridiculously high.
Yeah, if you're looking at IGN, it's another freaking 10. So
it's just weird. It seems like a lot of really good games coming out this year.
Yeah,
and 007's doing fucking good.
It's doing
that
fantastic.
Game looks really good.
To play that, it looks awesome.
We talked about that on break. I was a little worried they were going to go stealthy James Bond, which I did not want, but it seems pretty action heavy, action focused.
Pretty action heavy. Yep.
I'm excited to play that, dude.
You know, and the lead up to this, like, when they were talking about how, like, this is a younger Bond, you know, he hasn't kind of figured out how to be Bond yet, and I guess they just really, like, play into that. You feel like you're watching, like, the early stages of Bond and the evolution of what made James Bond, and I don't know, that part has been kind of interesting to me, so it's definitely one I'm going to check out eventually.
See, I'm not into the IPs like that, like you. I don't know. I know that there's been multiple Bonds. Is this a new Bond?
Well, that's what's weird about Bond, is it's still Bond, but there's like multiple Bonds. This is like young Bond. This is like early.
Yeah, but young Bond don't look nothing like any of the other Bonds, and it's a video game when they could have fucking made him look like any of the other Bonds.
I know. It's just the new trilogy comes around and it's a new character playing Bond, but as far as I know, it's just still James Bond. I don't know.
But they're not tied together at all?
No.
Oh, they're not.
I don't think so.
So I think that this could be the game franchise Bond.
It could be.
This could be like we could get a mature this version of Bond later.
I think that'd be cool. I think that's a way to separate it from the movie Bonds.
That'd be a cool as fuck, and it is also like genius by IO.
Yes.
Like
just
start at the ground floor
direction. Yes. Start early. Like you have the freedom to kind of build Bond to what he is nowadays.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cover that game. God.
Yeah, I know. All right, well,
just gonna sell a cat. Okay,
there you go.
We're circling the fucking drain. Damn it, Jason!
I know.
End it. Get us out of here.
I did once, and then we kept going.
Yeah, fuck.
So, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Listen to us, watch us, and send us an email.
Do it.
Any questions, comments, concerns? We'll happily answer them for you.
Yes, we will. Complain about our AI usage again. Every day, every week.
Yep.
If anybody wants to, we're not doing this. We're fucking getting out of here. God damn, about one another tangent. See you later. Have a great rest of your day. Jason's got to take a nap.
Thanks, guys.